morning, guys. So, I've been prototyping the sleep thing that we talked about with the ideation. And, okay, this is going to be a little bit of a vent session. But I just want to say, it's really, this is no surprise, but it's really hard being a working parent with that traditional, I'm not even going to say 9 to 5 job, because I've never had that 9 to 5 job. All my hours have been, like, my current hours are 9 to 6. And that seems to be, like, the norm with all the jobs I've had, at least in my industry, if not longer. And so this is where my, just my frustration comes in, is as a working parent with the hours of 9 to 6 and a commute that's over an hour long, you do the math. Like, I don't get home until 7. And in order to kind of resolve the issue of them sleeping so late and me being able to get up earlier with them and spend more time with them in the morning and not be constantly late, what's one of the possibilities? You need them to wake up earlier, but in order for them to wake up earlier, what do you need to do? They need to go to sleep earlier, right? So right now, I barely have time with them when I get home anyway. Like, we start the sleep process at 8, and so that only gives me an hour, if that. And then by then, it takes a while. So in order to do this plan, we would have to start putting them to bed before I get home. Because ideally, I want them to get up at least an hour earlier than they do now. Because sometimes it's really bad. Like, they've been getting up at 8 a.m., which is very late. If I wanted to get them up at 7, let's say, then they would have to go to sleep at 7-ish. Like, we have to start the process at 7. If I wanted to get them earlier, then, and I know this isn't a new thing. I have many friends that will tell me their schedules, and a lot of friends just don't see their kids during the work week. I had a friend that was saying, she can go days without, not days, like a full day not seeing her kids if, let's say, she has to go to work early that day, and then usually the nanny will put her kids to bed. So by the time she gets home from work, they're already asleep. So that's really sad to me, and it just sucks. This is why I said it's gonna be like a little event. It's really hard. It really sucks to not have that schedule that will allow, sorry, I need to focus for 1 minute. Okay. That will not allow for a working parent to have quality time with their kids on the weekdays. And this is like a system that I feel like needs to change, but is it going to change? I mean, I know that there's a lot more of this kind of flexible work hours, working from home situations, which I'm very envious of, and I see how that would be very beneficial in this case. Even so, like, work from home has its cons too, but at least as a parent, you could still be working but feel like you're there and choose the times when you're there. And this is just like things that will develop when you start prototyping and you start implementing some of these ideas to change one thing. You'll find that I'll be like, wait a minute, this is a flaw. This is not a flaw, but this is something in my lifestyle now that I'd like to be addressed. Because no matter what I do, like, this is my process of thinking now, like, wait, now, like, oh wait, is this another, maybe this is the source where my hours are just so restricted that it's always going to be a battle between working this full-time job and feeling like I'm not there for them during the week. And to live for the weekends suck. I mean, I don't want to be that person that wakes up every Monday and just dreads it and then waits until Friday to have that quality family time. So I don't know. I mean, I don't have the answers every single time I come on here. This is the whole process. I'm just working with you guys, and it's that realization as I tried to implement this changing the sleep schedule, then all these other feelings came up with, wait a minute, if I try to change the sleep schedule, then I don't see them at all during the evening. It's like, and then you have to think about, like, well, what's that obstacle? And that's why this process is always evolving, but it's acknowledging and realizing where things can be tweaked to improve your lifestyle and your life and your overall balance, your life balance, not necessarily your life work balance, but your whole life balance. So it all makes sense, and you can plan for it. You can design your life around it. Like if I, for example, say, this is just not working, this traditional like 9 to 6 job, or now I'm in overtime, so it's even later. Well, if this is not working, what is my ideal? How would I design it? So I don't want to deviate too much, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep on prototyping, and this is just this ever evolving thing, and it's okay not to have the answers right away. The most important thing is, like, I started realizing and processing in my head, like, oh, well, that piece, that is not making me happy right now. What can I do about it? And not just staying stuck and being like, well, that sucks. That's my life now. No, you can change things if you really want to change things. You just have to make it the priority and then take action. So this is what this lifestyle, designing your life and making the perfect imperfect life is all about. You, making you the best that you want to be and taking action, actually doing it. That's it. Sorry, my ramble. Hope you're having a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.